So tonight I'm going to be doing tarot card readings for the full moon in Scorpio. And additionally we have an eclipse. So full moons and eclipses both signify and symbolize endings and new beginnings. And with the eclipse, we are looking at for things to be revealed that that were previously hidden, to end certain parts of our life or certain cycles in our life. So that's what these readings are going to be kind of centered around. That's what I'm asking Spirit to show us in regards to how your life is going to be impacted by this full moon. Hey Nicole, how are you? And I have not done a live in a while, so depending on how many viewers and how many questions, inquiries I have, I'm going to be doing readings per astrological element in between, kind of fill in the gaps. So yeah, so we can get started. If anyone has a question. I'm good, just busy running around. There's Payson. So, well, if no one has a question to start with, I'm gonna start with earth signs, just a general reading for earth signs first. So how this full moon and eclipse in Scorpio is going to affect earth signs. That is my intention question to Spirit. I'm doing three card pulls, three card readings tonight. So earth signs, how is Scorpio full moon and eclipse going to impact you? Hey Aurora. Okay Nicole, since you had a question, I'm gonna jump to you first and then I'll go back to the elements. Nicole, actually, I wanted to talk to you about an idea I have. You know me and my random ideas. But I thought you might be a perfect fit for this, or to help me pull it together. Okay, change my job. I'm not sure. Okay, so the first card I pulled for you, Nicole, is King of Swords. So we're dealing with communication, and since we're doing a tarot card reading, I take this as a literal interpretation from Spirit that the message being communicated to you is from Spirit, and it's from authority, because the kings represent mastery, authority, knowledge. So this is a message connected from Spirit. I just heard somebody Ian's voice. So yes, this is a message from Spirit, and I think it symbolizes that we have a good connection. So the next card we have is the Strength card. and it's a major arcana card. So we're talking about major shifts in life cycles with the strength card, and this is Spirit's asking you to be strong with the strength card, which could signify a change in the future, but this change is not going to be as smooth as you may think. But lastly, we have the Empress card here. So with that, it may not be as smooth as you'd like it to be, the transition, the change, but it is one that is going to bring you fulfillment and monetary value, wealth. So it's one that's going to be more spiritually fulfilling for you, as well as potentially bring in more income. Hi Jackie, you're welcome. Oh, thanks Aurora. Let's see. Nicole, maybe the job change has to do with my idea. Because it's not going to be easy to initiate. Hey Cheyenne. Okay. So that's a yes or no question. I'll still pull 3. But typically with yes or no questions, we have one card that will come up that tells us yes or no, because not all tarot cards are yes and no. Only some are yes and no. But hopefully one of the 3 at least will be yes or no. Knight of Pentacles. Here we're dealing with messengers surrounding the temporal, the earthly life, physical touch. And Pentacles oftentimes have to do with money. So, and I know a little bit about what you're doing right now personally, and this could apply to what's going with you. And then next is the King of Wands. So King of Wands is action. So to me, this is saying get moving as far as, trying because of the physical, somatic aspect, and then King of Wands is just action. So get started on that, and then there's the Tower card. So Tower is associated with Scorpio and Pluto. It does have to do with changes, but none of these cards gave me a straight yes or no. So what I'm thinking here with the Tower and change, and I'm not a medical professional by any means, but just from other clients I've talked to, shift your focus away from thinking about it so much, because this has to do with change. So this could be the incorporation of having the baby, and then the change that's going to come in your life, because it is a completely different, it changes your life in a major way. But also, to me, this is asking you to Spirit's asking you to shift your thinking away from so much focus on it, because it's, from what I've heard, the less you think about it, the more likely it is to happen. So that's really the overall message I'm getting here. And right now, with the planetary aspects that are going on with Scorpio, with the Scorpio moon, and then the eclipse, and then we have Mercury retrograde. So things are just kind of up in the air and all erratic. So it could be a good time to try. Yeah, he was a good client. Absolutely. Y'all should come for couples Reiki sometime. It is it's about 2.5 hours. It takes a good bit. It's you each get a full Reiki session, and then at the end I do a couples Reiki session to align energies between the two of you. So it might be something y'all would enjoy. Thomas, yes. Do you Cheyenne, I know. It is hard. Whatever it takes to make you relax and get your mind off of it, do it. Thomas, did you have a specific question, or did you want me to do a general reading? That's nice to hear, Jackie. Love to have you. Thomas, do you want just a general reading? Yes, it's the perfect time. I didn't want to say anything about your honeymoon or vacation, but hopefully, that's kind of funny. You're on your honeymoon during a full moon, but hopefully your mind won't be on it so much, because you should be somewhat distracted by your activities and having fun and everything else. And I feel like with all these crazy astrological aspects, it should be a little bit easier to do now, I would think, because it's I wouldn't say erratic, but out of the ordinary. Okay, Thomas, just a general. So Thomas, the first card we have is 8 of Coins. So this is a card of hard work, of working. He's focused on his work. He's not paying attention to any outside distractions. He's like an intermediary phase in his work. He's not just beginning, he's not quite finished, he's in the middle. So this to me is saying you've been hard at work, whether it is actually job related or it could be inner type of work. You've been working and you're kind of in the middle of everything right now. And that's where you are now. And then we have 3 of Wands. So this could signify travel. He's holding on to the 2 wands that are closest to him, which is where you're at now. But he's looking out over the horizon, and he's contemplating. He's wanting to expand his horizons. He's wanting to explore new territory and have new experiences. So he's really contemplating this. So if it's work related, I would say now's a good time to take a break and go on that vacation or explore that new hobby or that new interest, and go from there. And it would be a good time to do that. This could also be an actual change in work, in what you're doing. So if you're thinking about a career move, I think this is a good indication that now would also be a good time to make that career move. And then with the 10 of Swords, lastly, that's further confirmation from Spirit. Now's the time to end whatever you're currently in, whatever you're in the middle of, finish it up and move on to the next thing. And like I said, it could be work related, it could be relationship related, it could be emotional or spiritual type of work that you've been doing, self exploration, self recovery, etc. Finish it up, put it to rest. If you need to forgive yourself and move on, do that. If you need to leave something in the past that maybe was done to you, let it go. It's time to move on. And with the eclipse and the full moon, this is the perfect time to do it. Okay, let me think if anybody else has commented. Okay. I don't set my hair on fire. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Thomas. Cheyenne, you're asking about the type of card reading I'm doing. It could be, it's more like a generalized, these for the lives, they're more like a generalized snapshot of like now. And it is past, present, future, but it's in a very small portion of time. It's not like we're looking at like 3 to 5 years back and then 3 to 5 years in the future. This is more, I would say, like a 3 to 6 month snapshot, if that even. Oh, good. Okay, Taja, I know you, so I can kind of make a little bit of an inference. If animals are chasing you, you're a very spiritual person, so I would say look into those animals. It could be one of your spirit guides, or animal totems. It could also symbolize your inner power and your fear of it. So I would explore the animal totems and see what each of those animals mean, if it resonates, if how it's significant to you, and again, it could represent your inner power that you're running away from, that you're afraid of, especially when we deal with shadow work. We're oftentimes afraid of our shadow side and the power it kind of holds, not the power that it holds, but the power in embracing all parts of yourself, even the parts that we tend to run away from or shy away from, that we're scared of, that we don't like to admit to ourselves. But when we embrace ourselves fully, even those shadow parts, that's when we realize our true power. Or Cheyenne, were you asking for a past, present, and future reading, or were you just asking what types of readings I'm doing? Hey, Leah. I was just thinking about y'all today. You're welcome, Taja. Wait, Cheyenne, which one? Types, or you're asking for another reading? Okay, Jackie. Okay, Cheyenne, I'll get yours after I get Jackie's. the first card we have is Six of Pentacles. In this card, there is a man handing out money to people who are not so well off. So this card is really, it's not about being in need, it's about the balance of give and take. So this could mean that you are you're either over giving of yourself or not giving enough, right? So it's about receiving and giving, give and take, right? So this is Spirit's asking you here to make sure that the balance of give and take in your life is equal, and to examine that and really be honest with yourself. Are you getting what you need? Are you getting back what you're giving? And are you giving back what you're getting? So that's what this card is all about. And the Hermit card basically just reiterates kind of what I just said, just truthful self-examination and true honesty with yourself about the balance of give and take in your life. Is it equal? And it's about self-reflection. The Hermit card is spending some time with yourself and just reflecting on that in quiet. And the Empress card, this card has to do with love and fertility, so and new beginnings also. So with a lone Empress card can sometimes mean pregnancy. It can also mean increased feelings of love and new beginnings as well. Okay, Cheyenne, I'll do yours next. We'll do past, present, and future for you. Okay, so this is definitely a pregnancy card, Cheyenne. So that's a yes. So I think Spirit's telling you now that that's what is going to happen. And then we have Three of Wands, and that's dealing with travel here. So again, I think now during your honeymoon, this is a very opportune time for conception. And then we have reverse death. Do not panic. So I think death symbolizes ending. So I think in this case, it's symbolizing an ending to the sorrow that you've gone through. And I normally wouldn't say that, but death can represent cycles. It's a major arcana card. So, and then with the lunation that we have now with Scorpio, which also deals with regeneration, healing, health, the body, and the sex organs, right? I think it's safe to say that this is the ending of a cycle. And it could actually be your cycle. Because with pregnancy we don't have one. And especially since the Empress card is first. And this is too accurate with the traveling. So, and then also this is also symbolic of leaving something behind. Again, leaving that cycle behind. Okay, John, I'll get to you. Oh, good, Jackie. I'm glad that helped. Okay, love has been done. Okay, Thomas, let me see what comes up. And John, I'll get you next, okay? Thank you, Nicole. I'm nervous. I haven't done this in so long. I was shaking at first. I'm so nervous. Okay, Thomas. least not for a live. I haven't done a live in a while. It's different when I pre-record because there's not as much pressure. Let's see, now I'll just... Okay, Thomas, love life. We gotta refocus. Yes, there is hope, Thomas. Okay, so the first card's Ten of Cups, and that's a union. That's happiness. Tens are dealing with fulfillment, right? And the cups are dealing with emotion. So so we're talking about completion. Completion is the word I was looking for. Completion and emotional fulfillment. Happiness, you know, your cup runneth over, and it's a happy couple depicted underneath a rainbow of full emotional cups. So that is what we're dealing with. So yes, there's absolutely hope for you. And the next card is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man signifies inaction. You're stuck. You're alone. You haven't moved anywhere in a while. You're, you know, in position, all that. And then the next card is Death. And it's reversed. So that signifies that this part of your life that's being stagnant and stuck is coming to an end. Because that's what we're dealing with death. And it's appropriate and significant because, again, we're dealing with endings with the full moon, okay? You've been alone long enough, you've been stagnant, maybe not stagnant, maybe it was an active choice for you to take some time away and be alone and contemplate things and heal your heart from past relationship trauma. And this kind of goes back to the previous reading. Now's the time to, you know, you've done the work, you've put in the effort, you've healed, time to move on. Let's move on. And the death card is significant of that. And then during the full moon, we're dealing with endings. And I think the takeaway message from Spirit, you know, with the eclipse, things are revealed. So I think Spirit's using me as a channel to give the message to you that your work is complete. Whatever work that you took a step back from, to set aside time by yourself to work on these issues or problems you may have had in relationship, you're good to go. I know, right, Cheyenne? I know, you feel everything, Nicole. You're such an empath. Okay, John, let me get a reading for you. I don't know if y'all can hear my dog snoring, but y'all can, I'm sorry. Okay, John. We have 5 swords to start with, and when we're dealing with swords, as you know, I know you practice tarot too, so with 5 of swords, we're dealing with communication and conflict. So you may have had some issues with conflict and communication lately. You may have been, you know, fighting verbally with someone, or there may have been a misunderstanding recently. So that's the first card that comes up. And then the King of Cups. So again, with Kings, we're dealing with mastery of emotion. You're capable of feeling all emotions to extremes, but not reacting. You're in a position to where you are able to observe emotions in others and observe emotions in yourself, but not necessarily react. And that also plays in with your sign of Gemini. So, in order to practice magic and manipulate the elements, we have to have some type of mastery over our emotions and over the elements. And in order to do that, we have to master it. So I think that's significant here. But I think this is also Spirit's asking you through King of Cups to possibly spend some time to yourself and think about the recent conflict that you have been experiencing, and try to take an objective perspective on it. Maybe the person you have been arguing with or having conflict with, maybe they aren't as maybe they haven't mastered emotions to the same level you have. So I think Spirit's asking you to take an objective look, an objective stance at that, and kind of offer them some grace, possibly. And if you're judging yourself too harshly, to offer yourself some grace and forgiveness as well. So just make sure you take that objective standpoint when you're looking at your side of the argument as well as theirs. And then Page of Cups. That's an anything can happen card. It's the wild card of the tarot. We don't know what's going to happen. So, and then with the King of Cups and Mastery, I think that another message, another takeaway is that you have the ability to influence whatever outcome you want. You're welcome, Thomas. Does anybody else have a question? If not, I might go ahead and pull a general for Earth signs. Do a general reading for Earth signs. Message from Spirit for Scorpio full moon and eclipse. Okay, Earth signs. So Earth signs, we have Six of Cups here. So Earth signs may be feeling nostalgic right now. They may be, and this can have to do with Mercury retrograde a little bit also, they may be feeling nostalgic, looking back on the past, with fond memories on a past relationship, past friendship, childhood. They may be reflecting about all these things right now. And also, I think with this full moon, there's some closure involved also with relationship, family, any of these memories from the past. If there's anything left unsaid or undone, now is the time to shut the door on that. Take away the healing and just move forward with it. Now's the time to get closure from it. An Ace of Cups that kind of furthers that message from Spirit as far as leaving. Don't forget, especially if they're fond memories, right? but don't dwell on the past, and allow yourself to heal and move on from it. And the Ace of Cups, that's potential energy, new beginnings. If any of those things, any of these memories are hindering you in any kind of way, finish it up, leave it in the past, move on, and start something new. And then we have Eight of Pentacles here. So that's a card of work. So once you leave this other stuff in the past, right? You can begin work on something new. New project, new relationship, new memories. Make new memories. And that was for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Good. Thanks, John. Oops. Ooh, Kimbo. I've read about the Kimbo. I am too scared to try it. Was it painful during the Kimbo? I've seen some videos on TikTok, and I mean, it looks awful. It is. It is the second time, Aurora. I wonder if the first person was an Earth sign, or the person that the 8 came up for. I think it was Thomas. Yeah, I'm too scared. That and what is it, ayahuasca? I'm terrified to do that. I bet. Does anyone else want a reading before I go to water signs? Absolutely, Aaliyah. I'll do yours right now before I do water. Did you want a general or did you have a specific question? Okay, so Two of Swords is the first card that comes up. She feels like she is in a situation that she can't get out of and that she has no power over, and that she's stuck and she's blindfolded, and she's trying to make a choice between two different things here. But her hands aren't bound. Her hands are free. If she put the swords down and stopped debating between the two options, the two alternatives, then she'd free herself and be able to move in one direction or the other. So Spirit here is trying to tell you, you have the power to move yourself. You have the power to make a decision. And once you take the blindfold off so that you can see, the decision will be clear. And you will go in one direction or the other. Oh, P-Man. Queen of Cups. So I feel like Spirit's telling you here, Queen of Cups, again, is emotional mastery. It's feminine in energy. So this directly applies to you. I feel, so the correct course of action would be whichever choice you're more emotionally drawn to would be the correct decision to make. Follow your heart in this decision, not your head. Four of Swords. This is a card of repose, of rest. Also can mean endings. So take this time now to rest and let all these things sit with you so you can prepare yourself for what comes next, the decision that comes next. Start planning now. Rest and plan. That's amazing, John. Good, I'm glad, Julia. Okay, y'all, I better go turn the TV back on your face. I'll be right back. Okay, anybody else before I start for water signs? I miss you too. I was just thinking about you the other day, yesterday I think, or the day before. I'll tell him, John. Love reading. Okay. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles here, this is new beginning. So if we're talking about love readings and looking for a potential partner, Spirit is telling you this person may be akin to the Pentacles suit. So they could have dark hair, they could work in finance, and they could have darker complexion. So finance, real estate, lender possibly, banking, All of those are the suit of pentacles qualities. Tall, dark, and handsome. And then Queen of Swords. Sorry, my tarot card got stuck to the table because of fella. But okay, so Queen of Swords. This this is someone you're gonna communicate with, and I'm feeling like this is going to be someone that you encounter through work. It may be someone that you talk to for a while. You converse with, not necessarily on a regular basis, but from time to time. So this is someone you're gonna speak with from time to time, or it could be on a regular basis. But I do feel like it is related to work. Somebody you're gonna meet through a work connection. And also, Spirit was telling me to let you know, since you're Gemini, use your gift of gab. This person is going to be impressed by your ability to communicate, your sarcasm, all of your Gemini qualities and characteristics. They're going to be impressed and turned on by that. Eight of Cups. So he's walking away from something and then moving on to something else, right? So Spirit is telling me here, really, I feel like there's still some parts that need to be wrapped up from a previous relationship. I don't know if it's past trauma, I don't know if it's past pain. It could be any of those things, right? The Spirit's pushing you to finish those up, close those up, so you can move on. Because you're not going to meet this person until you put all of these things to rest. And whether it's some extra healing that needs to be done, whatever is lingering from the last relationship needs to be completely done. Yes, Roscoe is snoring. Okay, I'm going to go grab Tyson actually because he's crying. Alright, I will be right back. Come on, bud. We're going to read some tarot cards. Come on, let's go read some tarot cards. Yeah, you want to be on film? Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright, say hi. You see the card? Oh, please don't take my candles off the table. I didn't even think about that. Okay, Roscoe's moving now. I think we offended him. Oh. Yeah. Oh, no, we're not going to kick the candle. Let's move these over so we don't catch ourselves on fire. I know, you had to kick stuff off the table. We're not going to do that. Yeah. Aaliyah says hi, and John says hi. Everybody says hi. They can see us right now. It's alive. Crazy, huh? Aurora says hi. You're quiet. Okay. Oh, you're so sweet. Alright, you want to do water signs? Let's do water signs, okay? Alright, so we're going to do a general reading for the Scorpio full moon and eclipse for water signs. That's our Pisces, Cancer, what am I forgetting? Scorpio. That was silly, wasn't it? Since we have a full moon in Scorpio. Ryan says hi too. Drop one. Okay. Alright, water signs. What does this full moon have in store for you? Shuffle. Let's do it one more time. Okay. Alright, water signs. The first card I pulled is the Judgment card. And Judgment has to do with divine intervention, but it also has to do with karma. So if there is an imbalance right now, or has been an imbalance in how you've been treating others or how others have been treating you, there is going to be some sort of reckoning or atonement to level things out. So if you've been being wronged, you can expect the energetic fields to level out and even out. But if you've been wronging others, then you can expect that to come as well. But the good news is, after karmic retribution and atonement, we get new beginnings and potential energy dealing with emotion, right? So it may be difficult for a period of time, but just know that when everything levels out, you will be given a fresh start. And then the Lover's card. So for a lot of you water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this could have to do, most likely has to do with a love relationship. So do what you can to make sure the give and take between yourselves is even, and try to make it right if it's not, because if not, then the universe will do it for you. Okay, so there's earth, water. Can you sit on the pillow for just a minute? And then we'll go for a walk or something. You want to go for a walk? I know you're not going to be able to sleep tonight. There we go. Alright. Let me see if I can do fire real quick. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. You're welcome, Aurora. What does this full moon have in store for you? Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So this is going to be for me and Payson also. If I'm a Leo and Payson's an Aries. Got a house full of fire signs. Still is also a Leo. You kicking me? I'll be done in just a minute, okay? We'll go for a walk and go look at the moon. Okay, so fire signs, the first card that comes up is the Lovers. So this could be dealing with relationship. Is dealing with relationship. Which doesn't apply to me, but regardless. And the Chariot reverse. So with the Chariot, we're dealing with travel, but we're really talking more about travel in a spiritual sense. So Spirit may be calling us to do some spiritual or astral travel in this regard, in order to heal our relationships or heal ourselves, in order to prepare ourselves for a new relationship. It could have to do with an existing relationship, but some type of travel, development, and healing needs to happen. Some movement, some change. And then 10 of Swords. Swords, again, we're dealing with communication. 10 is endings. So, after we make these changes and do this self-exploration and inward travel, possibly astral travel for healing purposes, this could signify the end of communication with someone that needs to happen in order for you to be able to move forward. If you're in a relationship and talking to someone else, then that's causing problems, that would be one. Or it could be the relationship that you're in. You'll need to stop speaking with that person. Yes, Aurora, 2 Leos and Aries. It is a very fiery house. It is interesting. Lots of energy. And emotion. And breaking things. I don't break things. Mostly. Well, on accident sometimes, but kids do. On purpose. Okay, lastly we have air signs. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Alright, this is your last one, okay? I was disappointed when I saw the lovers. I just don't even want to think about that area of my life. Oh yeah, I know. See, this is the fire energy I'm talking about. Probably trying to kick me in the face. Okay, air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, surprise, surprise. We have 2 of coins. Y'all are trying to make a decision, which sometimes can be a little bit difficult for y'all, as we know, especially Libra. This could signify a decision between career choices, because with Pentacles we have connection to Earth, to earning income, to making money. It could have to do with the travel destination. Anything that's connected to the Earth energy deals with Pentacles. Anything that we can anything that's tactile in the temporal realm. This could be also with the real estate purchase. Coins represent real estate as well. Knight of Swords. So you will soon receive a message, or there will be a clear indication based on verbal communication that will help you to make this decision. So either some information is going to come to light that wasn't previously available. You'll learn something that will help you make this decision, or someone in your family may have a preference that will influence your decision. But something is going to be clear and concise. Knight's action and passion. So, and then Swords again is communication. So it's going to be a communication that will aid in this decision-making process. Yes, lots of okay. And then we have we've got 4 of Swords. So this is communication again, with repose, taking a break from. So after you make this decision, or prior to making this decision, sit on this decision for a while. After you receive this information that's going to assist you in the decision-making process, sit with it for a while, think about it, rest with it, sleep on it, and I think that's what this card is calling you to do. Spirit's calling you to do through this card and through this full moon. And if there is a decision weighing on your mind now, and you may already have something in mind, you may have already received a message or a communication that's helping you decide. That's the one to go with, though. Whether it's sways you in one direction or the other, that's how you'll make this decision. That's how you'll come to the conclusion. But just for your own peace of mind and for your own peace of mind, sit with it, sleep on it, and you may even receive another dream to confirm what you've already decided. But just sit with it for a little bit, and you'll know it's the right one. And then you won't second guess it afterwards. Okay, guys. If no one else has a question, it's 9 o'clock. So we're gonna go check this full moon out. So if no one else has a question, then I'm probably gonna hop off and maybe do some spell work for the full moon. Okay, anybody else? I'll give y'all a few minutes. You're welcome, Nicole. You're welcome, John. It was fun reading for y'all. Alright, P-Man. Alright, you guys say bye. You go wave. Say bye. With your long hair. Alright. Good night, Aurora. Alright, I'll see y'all later if I can figure out how to turn this off. Oh, okay. Bye.